Wow, what can one say? This is unbelievable. This came through today, yesterday, Friday the 23rd. It was on my Google Alerts this morning, and I can't praise Google Alerts enough. Obviously, we have a massive situation here at the moment where we have not enough housing, too many people, and we only have a population of just over 26 million. So, and it's just escalated beyond the point. My son and I went to the shops today, and either people homeless in the street, begging in the street, or arguing in the street. And this is just one small little place on the Gold Coast. It's quite confronting, and it's quite alarming. It doesn't make me feel very safe when I walk around, and my heart goes out to the people, because they could be your mum, they could be you, they could be your neighbour, they could be your cousin, they could be anybody. They don't look like bad people, they're just people in a really, really bad place. And to hear that Australia is going to have hundreds of thousands of migrants come here, I'm not against people coming here. Everybody deserves the quality life that we have here in Australia, but we're going to become a third world country if we're not careful, because we're having massive, my rent is going up $120 a week. And I'm very, very fortunate that my landlord likes me because I pay my rent on time. But yeah, it's going through the roof. There are people that can't get rentals. There's not enough housing. The mortgage situation is going to be destroyed. Down in Melbourne, Dan Andrews brought out all those rules to try to get his COVID money back, where he was going to make it so uncomfortable for the owner investor that they would want to sell. He implemented all these new taxes. You can look at that yourself if you're interested. I don't want to know because it's just disgusting. He's a pig of a man. And so people are selling their investment properties because they know there's no money in it for them. They can't put all of those charges onto the tenant because the tenants can't afford the rent as it is now. And then to find out this rubbish here, they're making these horrible cities in Sydney, and the Prime Minister, Albo, I call him Albo Easy or Albo Sleazy. He can be either of them because his name is so fitting. You know me, I miss words. I love it. But anyway, so they're having a go ahead for the massive shoebox apartments all over Sydney. So they will end up all over Australia, and that is the whole situation out of Black Mirror. You know, there was jokes many, probably 2-3 years ago, and you can look back at Jeff C. On some of his videos, and he mentioned all about this. Unfortunately, he passed away about 2 years ago. Mysterious circumstances, nobody knew what happened. We're still waiting for his live. So rest in peace to him. He was an amazing man. But to see this shit happen here is disgusting, and I just don't know what to say. Are they going to have any pictures of any of these? Is there going to be any, how many square meters are they? How many people they're expecting are going to be in there? I've posted that link, and I'll put the video down below. Please go and watch all of those movies. They are all 100% free. They're not in any way corrupted or going to give you any spyware or anything. They're from that archive organisation, and they're all free. They're the links. I put the videos in, but I'll get strikes and copyright stuff. So you need to watch them all, because it is appalling what's happening to the world. They want everybody destroyed financially, destroyed physically, destroyed emotionally, destroyed spiritually, and they want families desecrated. They want the whole Western society destroyed. They don't want anybody to have any quality of life. They want everybody willing to commit suicide and kill themselves. And to see BlackRock and Vanguard and all of those horrible organisations priming up for the destruction of society. These people, do they not realise that they might be on the top tier, but whatever happens to us will flow on and happen to them? Just think of the French Revolution, off with their heads. What was their old saying? Let them eat cake? Yeah, well, we won't be eating your friggin' bugs, and we won't be having your lab-grown meats. You can go and stick that up the Khyber Pass, because we say no. It's just appalling, appalling and demoralising. And these people, they think that they're politicians. They're not. They're piles of garbage. That's all they are. They're horrible, 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 horrible people. And Mr. Trobilov, he's like the big. He thinks he's like look at him, what a lizard, hey, what a reptile. Yeah, Harry Trobilov. I can't even say his name because I don't want to. And he was did a whole heap of investments. He's made millions and billions of dollars, and you can tell what where he comes from. But anyway, that's irrelevant. I shouldn't get into that. But this is, look at this, population by state, and of course Victoria, New South Wales, and to see yesterday that it came out that Adelaide was the 12th most popular city in the world, and Sydney came in third. Wow. Oh no, Melbourne. Was it Melbourne that came in third? And then Sydney came in fourth. And the reason they said Melbourne was the most popular is because of their medical support. And I'm like, my God, they're building all of those vaccine factories in Melbourne because of dictator Dan. I'm from Melbourne and I ain't friggin' moving back there ever. But anyway, see, look at that. The federal budget also estimated that there would be 578,000 people over 5 years coming from overseas here. Now, as I said, I don't have a problem with people coming here. Everybody deserves to have a better life. But if these people are coming here and we don't have enough housing for the people we have already, what does that tell you it's going to happen? More homeless, more fighting, more arguing, more destruction of society. These people are coming here thinking they're going to have a better quality of life. And that ain't going to happen. And they want to create division so that the people, because these people will come here, and especially you can have a look at Dictator Dan in Melbourne, they have a special organisation which is specifically for the migrants when they come here, because they don't know how to use our banking system, they don't know how to use our electronic system, they don't know how to organise rentals, they don't know how to organise banking, they don't know how to go to the shops. These people come from a different lifestyle and they need help to be supported so that they can fit in and integrate. And so when they come here, as I said in Melbourne, you can go and look at, I'll see if I can put a link down below, and they're given 2 years. They're given free housing, free support, free medical treatment, free teaching, free everything. And, as I said, I don't want to sound like a racist or a bigot. I don't have a problem with that. But, you've got to look after your own first. What about all the people? These people that come here, they're not going to be working, are they? If they're going to be learning how to integrate and how to have a normal life, that's the number one job for them when they come here, is to get accustomed to all of the services, how they work, how they can get it to work, what they need to do, how they need to fit in. That does not include them getting paid employment. Do you understand that? So that's their job, is just to be able to fit into the world that we have here. The climate's going to be different. Everything's going to be different for them. The language, everything. So they're not going to be putting into the workforce, is what I'm saying. So that's 600,000 people coming here that aren't going to be working. Some of them might, but majority of them won't. And they're going to need support. What about the average Aussie, that has worked hard for the last 20, 30 years, and they might be getting to the retirement age. They might be wanting to have a bit of a holiday break themselves, and yet they're going to be forced back to work because there's not enough services, not enough people to fulfill all the services. So then they'll go, oh, no, we need to bring more people, more skilled migrants this time. And then next thing you know, we're just like what's happening in America. And the only difference between us and America right now is they have weapons and they have a major drug problem. We don't have that. Everything else is the same. And I'm quite disgusted and appalled by all of this. I'd love to know what one of these little, is this going to show what they are? Oh, and then it says, oh, look at that. You go straight to one of the links. Thousands of apartments have serious defects. Wow. Does that make you feel safe? that one of the all these apartments have defects. Wow, black mold? Yes, well, I have mold in my apartment. Mold spreading from wall cavities into insulation, timber and plaster across Melbourne apartments. Wow. So, hello migrant, come to Australia. Come and stay in Dictator Dan's lovely backyard where you can have a beautiful apartment where you've got mold, which is going to make your lungs sick, can make your children sick, make your house smell, make you really just no fresh air, no sunshine, nothing like that. Melbourne's very cold. So I just can't understand, they think this is going to work. Oh my God, what can I say? It's insanity. And then to find, I will do a thing about all the, but anyway, I've said enough. I've rambled on too long. So you can look at all of this yourself. Clearly, the Albanese's mass immigration policy will exasperate the problems and will result in our cities being plastered with more defective high-rise apartments. Yeah, and what's going to happen then? Then the migrants that come in and go, this is shit, I don't like it, I want to go home. And then they're going to get angry and they're going to say, you've made me sick. And then there's going to be fighting and arguing. And then the homeless people I don't even want to go there. My brain doesn't even want to go there. So please watch those videos, share them to your family and your friends, sit down and have discussions about them, think about what we can do to protect ourselves if and when those situations occur, especially if you have young children and young girls. Protect your girls. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, please take care, please look after yourselves, and let's make sure that this world is a better place, because and then of course we've got these people here are giving me the absolute irrits. I know this is a different tangent, but I may as well put it in here. So apart from her selling all her stock, they're now coming out saying that they've got this new jibby jab, which is going to be absolutely amazing, and they've gone through to the FDA, I think it is, or the CDC, whoever it is, in America to get it approved so it can be pumped into people, so they can make sure that what's that song, Killing Me Softly, or is it Killing Me Quickly? I'm not sure. You might have to have a look and tell me what you think. But anyway, take care. Godspeed to all. Godspeed.